Hello everybody and welcome back to Walt's Wits. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about stroller, ECV, and wheelchair rentals. I asked a couple of my mom friends, what is one of the things that you want to know before you go to Disney? Because I have a couple of them that have never taken their really young kids to Disney. And they said, do I have to bring my own stroller, or can I just, go to Disney and rent one there? I was like, yes, of course. So first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is about the stroller rentals. There are two different options of stroller rentals. You can do the single stroller rental, or you can do the double wides. Each park has a location where you can go and actually rent the strollers. It's normally at the front of the park. There's different price ranges for the two different types of strollers. The single strollers cost $15 a day or $13 for multiple days. And then the double strollers are $30 a day or $27 for multiple days. But here's the catch. If you want to rent a stroller at Disney Springs, you have to put $100 down on a credit card for a deposit, because you're only going to be using it for like a short amount of time if you're at Disney Springs. Also, if you rent a stroller for multiple days, make sure you keep your receipt, so that way every time you go back to the front of the park, you just be like, here's my receipt, I rented a stroller for X amount of days, so that way they don't charge you over and over and over again for your stroller. Another thing is, if you are renting a stroller, you cannot take that stroller outside of the park. So you go in, you grab your stroller, you go do whatever you are doing that day in the park, and then you drop the stroller back off at the stroller kiosk. This is because they don't want people like leaving the strollers in the parking lot. So if you're planning on park hopping, all you have to do is drop that stroller off. Say you're at Animal Kingdom and you're going to Hollywood Studios next. You go to Hollywood Studios, you go back to the front of their park. It is on the right hand side, and you show them your receipt, you get another stroller, and you go about your business. It's so much easier than having to, carry your own stroller around every day, because you get on the tram or the monorail or whatever transportation you're taking for Disney. They're gonna have you close up your stroller, take all of your stuff out of your stroller, so that way there's more room for everybody, so that way everybody can sit or stand depending on what transportation you're taking, so there's more room. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the wheelchairs. If you end up hurting yourself on vacation or before you get to vacation, you can rent wheelchairs at Disney. You don't have to provide your own if you have one. Those are also available at the front of the parks as well, and it's always going to be together. So the ECVs, the strollers, and the wheelchairs are all going to be in the same location. The price of the wheelchairs are $12 per day or $10 for multiple days. And for Disney Springs and the water parks, it's $12 a day with a $100 deposit. Just exactly like the strollers. Keep your receipt on you if you're park hopping or you have the wheelchair for multiple days, so that way you're not constantly being charged, like I said earlier before. It just helps out a little bit easier. ECVs are also available for rent. Those are the mobilized scooters that you see all around the parks. Those can be convenient for somebody who physically cannot walk. These, however, among the strollers and wheelchairs, you cannot rent for multiple days at a time. You can only rent them one day at a time. And I think that's because it's easier for people to be able to get ECVs if they actually really do need them. Okay, so for all of the Disney parks, it's $50 per day with a $20 deposit. And then for Disney Springs and the water parks, it's also $50 a day, but it's a $100 deposit. So there's two different deposits for the ECVs. No matter which park you go to or where you're going to be, there's either going to be a $20 or a $100 deposit. And just like the strollers and the wheelchairs, they're right up at the front of the park. I hope this video is a little bit informative for some of you guys, so that way you know that there are all three of these opportunities for you: the wheelchairs, strollers, ECVs, whatever you might need. Also, don't forget to enter into my giveaway. I'm giving away all three of these buttons, and I will link the video right up above somewhere on one of these corners, and you guys can enter. I'm only doing this for another week, So the last day to enter for this will be March 21st, and that is the deadline. I will do the whole generator comment thing from the video from last week, which was about mobile ordering. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about wheelchairs, ECVs, or strollers, please leave it in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And with that being said, I will see you guys next week for another Walt's Wits. Bye.